Okay, let's get started. Um, we're all familiar with goal setting, right? Come on, it's an interactive class. Let's interact. Can you all hear me?
Yes,
Seems some people still can't hear me on the chat. Okay. Um, Kemi can hear me. I don't want to misspell this. Overcon, can you hear me? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Okay, Buka can hear me. All right. I believe everyone can hear me so far. That's good. That's good. Now I asked, we're all familiar with goal settings, right? Just drop a one in the chat, drop a yes. I want to be sure that we're not starting from scratch entirely. Lovely. We're all familiar with goal setting. Now, one thing we've been taught about goal setting is goals have to be specific, measurable, time bound, whatnot, measurable, actionable, realistic, time bound. These are what we've been taught about goal settings, right? But we've never really been given a system on how to make all these things work together. If you think about it clearly, it's never been that. There is really nothing marrying all of these goals together. And that is where the problem with goal setting usually start from. The biggest issues with goals is that there is no system running it to help you create the outcome you want to create for yourself. Say, for instance, you're trying to lose weight. That goal is specific, yes. You have an objective
mm,
and you want to lose weight by, let's say you want to lose 20 kg. It's a specific number by the end of, say, the year. You've made the time bound. Now, in between year and year, what have you done to make it measurable? Do you have a specific benchmark to it to know that, okay, when I get so points, I've achieved so thing? Um, from month one to month three, I'm losing 5 kg. From month four to month six, I'm losing another 5 kg. Then the third quarter, another 5 kg. The fourth quarter, another 5 kg, which will sum up to 20. No. So it's not measurable. And because it's not measurable, there's really no action steps set in place for these goals. You've not said to yourself, I would go to the gym 4 times a week. I would be on the calorie deficit. I would take 10K walks a day. So there is no action in between. Now, without these two things, how is it realistic? It's not. I don't know if we're following so far. Are we following so far? I don't want to be leaving anyone behind. Are we following?
I'm following now.
All right, good. I love that. James Clear said something. He said, we don't rise to the levels of our goals, we fall to the levels of our systems. And that is what we are creating today. Systems, not
Easy.
goals. Please turn off your mic if you're not talking. I wouldn't want to mute everyone. Turn off your mic if you're not talking at the moment. Now, like I was saying, James Clear said something. We don't rise to the level of our goals, we fall to the level of our habits. And for habits to work, you need to create a system for it. See it as an organism. We as human beings, we are made up of cells. That is the smallest unit of our system. And because of this, we those cells make up muscles, those muscles make up organs. Those organs make up system. Those systems make us who we are. Whatever your goals may be, they fall back to what your habits actually are. If I set a goal to lose 20 kg and I'm doing all the same things I used to do, eating all the wrong foods, not being active, not doing anything, at the end of the day, there is a disconnect between the goal I want and the habits I'm creating for myself. Because, like I said, there is no alignment in between. Now, let's leave all this long talk. Let's just get straight to it. A moment, please. This is what I would like us to see as our life ladder, basically. See it as your life ladder. Up here are the goals you want for yourself. Um, you want to be the best medical doctor there is. You want to be the best shoemaker. It could literally be anything. You want to have so and so for yourself. You want to drive a very good car. You want to build a house. You want to touch 10,000 lives. You want to be all these things, and they are all up here somewhere in the cloud, far, far ahead of you. I don't know how far it could be close, it could be far, but it's way ahead of everything that you are. And under this cloud of your goals and everything, we have your goals and your habits. Your habits are what makes up your goals, like I said, right? Connections of things you do consistently to keep creating steps to achieve those goals. But in between them, we rarely have a system, like I said. We rarely have a system putting them together. Hello, can we still hear me? Hello, hello. Okay, good. I think it was off for a moment. Um, Before we proceed, I want to ask a question. Last year, before we started the year, how many of us set goals for the kind of year we wanted to have, the goals we wanted to achieve for the end of the year? Let me just see your hands up. Kemi said my voice is cracking. Can we all hear me? Is my voice still cracking? Okay, okay,
Can hear you loud and clear.
okay. I said before the year started last year, not this year, last year, 2024, how many of us set goals that we wanted to accomplish by the end of the year? And how many of us achieved up to 20% of those goals? Okay, Ibuka said he did. He set up a goal for himself. Did you achieve 20%? Okay, Kemi did. That's good. Who achieved up to 50? 50% of the goals you set out last year? Augusta said she sets goals, but she forgot them. And that's the real issues. And that's why New Year resolutions don't work. Because we set those goals at the beginning of the year. And after month one, after month two, we fall off. It's simple. We didn't create a system for it. Now, one thing I want you to do, I really wish I did all of this in the group at first. Okay, Femi says she achieved up to 25%. I'll be giving an activity on the group for us to do. But before I go to that, I just want to take us through something. Let's start from we have 8 minutes left for this particular Zoom call. So let me just put you through the first stage that you need to understand your life dream, right? Life generally tends to fall into chaos, and that's why the goals don't work out without a system. You can start doing something, and then something comes, derails you, another thing comes, derails you, something else comes, derails you, and before you know, it's all chaotic, and you've missed out on everything you're trying to do. It's a natural tendency of life. It tends to fall into entropy. That's chaos. And what you want, let's assume this is life. This is the goal you're trying to meet. This is where you are. These are all the things around you that could distract you. Instead of moving in a direction without a system, which would possibly get you scattered, you need to create something that would streamline you from here that you are to that goal that you want to do. And for you to do that, you first need to understand what those life dreams are. So the first things first is to understand the objective. But before you do that, I think we don't have a lot of participants here, so I'm just going to give us an exercise and have us do it. We would come back to this and dive back into this life dream properly. Imagine, for instance, you have no restrictions, nothing is holding you back, not money, not time, nothing. What are those things you would like to experience out of life? Um, do you want a new job? Do you want to be um, a top person in your career? Do you want to have a car? Do you want to have a home? Do you want to have a partner? Do you want to be fit? Do you want to be a millionaire? It could even be the smallest things, experiences you would like to have. Do you want to travel so place? Do you want to see so thing? Do you want to buy so thing? As small as any all those goals can be, list out as many as you possibly can. You don't even have to check, is it possible? Is it not possible? List out as many as you can. Write them down on a sheet of paper. I don't want you to write anything less than 20. From 20 upward, but just write everything that can come to your mind. Even if it's the smallest thing, like I want a gate man, I want a driver, I want to have a net worth of 500,000, $1 million. Write it down, literally. Write down everything you can think of on a sheet of paper, different from um a book or something. Just get a sheet of paper and do that. Can we do that right now? Or is this something that you would like to take your time to do? I would prefer it if we do that right now. Okay. I said on a sheet of paper, write down everything you want out of life, everything you can think of, no matter how big or how small they are. Like literally write down everything you can think of. Do you want to complete university? Do you want to achieve a certain a certain weight level? Do you want to experience Dubai? Do you want something as small as a house help? Do you want a gate man? Do you want a supportive partner? Do you want to experience this and that? Let's say you want to skydive, you want to win the Olympics someday, you want to be in a room, you want to present, you want to sing in front of 50,000 people, you want to learn a new skill, you want to be a top digital marketer, you want to own a company, literally everything you're hoping to get out of life. Yes, exactly. Everything you're hoping to get out of life, no matter how small it is, as much as you possibly can, but I don't want it to be less than 20. Write down everything you can possibly think of. Is there a particular habit you want to develop? Is there a particular habit you want to drop? I would like you to list out everything you possibly can think about on a sheet of paper, because these are the things that not here on your personal notes. The system I'm trying to teach you is a personalized system. It's not something for everyone. It's something that's for you. So on your notes, on your notepads or wherever you can write it down, write down all these things. Everything you want out of life, literally write them down. Don't leave anything untouched. Anything you can conceive. You want to own a farmland with 100 acres, right? So don't think about how you get it. Don't think about how you achieve it. Oh, I want a Lamborghini, no problem, right? It's as long as it's something that has been done before and it's possible, even if it hasn't been done before, but it can be conceived into the world, write it down. It doesn't have to, you don't have to say it right now. You don't have to wonder about how it's going to be possible. Just write it down. That's the first step to all of this, because one of the things we humans live with at the end of the day is regrets that we didn't give. Yes, marriage is included. Marriage is included. You can even specify the kind of partner you want, a supportive partner that is this and that and that and that. You can be as specific as possible. Because I don't know how many of you saw the red card theory, the red card theory I posted on my status yesterday. If you're not, if you don't have a clear vision of what you are looking for, you won't see it, even if it's right in front of you. So that's what I'm trying to build for you. First of all, have a clear vision of what exactly you are looking for out of life. For some people, it's to achieve a spiritual alignment. For some people, it could be building the best hospital they can find so they can provide the best health care they can give people. For some people, it's agriculture, making food accessible for all. For some people, it's a particular lifestyle. It could even be a combination of these things. You are impacting the world and you are living the life you want to live. You want to see the world as big as it is. We are still in this small Nigeria, and you want to see the world as big as everything your mind can think of. Don't even restrict yourself. Don't limit yourself. Write everything down and write it as specific as possible. Are we doing that already? That's good. That's good. I love that. Because what I'm giving you guys firstly is giving you the outcome based. Ideally, goals are not meant to be outcome based. Yeah, they are meant to be process based. You don't want to just focus on the outcome. You want to focus on the process to get to the outcome. But for you to know the right process to get to the outcome, you have to know the outcome you're looking for. So that is what you're doing right now, giving yourself the outcome you're looking for out of your life. If you're in school and you want to graduate with a top grade, you want to graduate with a 4.0 GPA, it's very possible, right? Someone has done it before, someone will still do it. So it's possible, it's not impossible. But you have to see it, you have to want it, you have to have that vision, that clear vision in your head to know where it is you're going to before you can actually draft the system to get you to that goal. So this is not just about your new Year resolution, it's not just about what you achieved this year. It's about what you'd achieve at the end of the line of your life. So you have to see that end line as best as you can. It can change, the goals can change as you go on. You can